Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to another lecture of OCM. We have finished the seventh chapter in the previous lecture, that is consumer protection, and today we are starting with one new chapter which is going to be the last chapter of your syllabus. By this chapter we'll be completing our entire OCM syllabus online. Okay, so what is the name of the chapter? The name of the chapter is social responsibilities of business. What are the various social obligations, what are the various social responsibilities of a business enterprise towards society is what we are going to study in this chapter. What do you mean by the concept of social responsibility? Social responsibility of business refers to its obligation to take those decisions and perform those actions which are desirable in terms of the objectives and values of our society. What does it mean? It basically means that the responsibility of any business organization to make decisions in the favor of the society, even if it is against its economical or technical norms. Okay, so all the activities of business should be performed in such a manner that they will not harm any part of society, rather they will protect and contribute rather they will protect and contribute to the interest of the society. Okay, so what does this mean? This means that all the business activities, production, distribution, manufacturing, then sales, advertisement, every damn thing that a business enterprise does, it should be in accordance with the society. It should basically serve the society. It should always prevent any harm to the society, and in fact it does not only means to prevent harm, but it also means to protect and contribute to the interest of the society. That means you tend to do work which is not harming the society, which is not harming the environment, which is not harming the people living in the village or the society where your business is set up, but it also means to do something better for the people where you are working for. So social responsibility means the obligation, the responsibility of any business organization towards its society. The society may consist of various interest groups like consumers, employees, villagers, like environment, everything that surrounds a business organization, everything that is affected by the activities of the business organization comes under society, and everything should be considered while conducting business, and people and business enterprises should always work for the betterment of the interest groups that surrounds its activities. Like they should build roads, they should enhance infrastructure facilities, they should plant trees, then they should give fair remunerations. All these things come under social responsibilities towards in society. What is the definition of social responsibility? Keith Davis. According to Keith Davis, social responsibility of business refers to the obligations of businessman's decision and actions beyond the firm's direct economic and technical interest. See, this clears everything. The obligation or the actions that a business enterprises performs which is not directly related to its economic or technical benefits. Like I am a manufacturing company, what is my technical interest? To produce my goods, for example automobile, to produce cars, to produce autos. That is my technical interest. What is my economic interest? To earn profit. I have no intention of building roads, of planting trees, of contributing to an NGO, but these are the social responsibilities that I have to do in order to sustain in the business environment. So that is what social responsibility is all about. Okay, we'll study about the various needs for social responsibility. The very first point in the needs of social responsibility is concept of trusteeship. Now trusteeship is not a new concept, it is a very old concept which has been propounded by Mr. Mahatma Gandhi. It provides a means by which wealthy people would be trustees of trust that looked after the welfare of the people in general. This is what he said, this is what he propounded, this is what he set up. That what do you mean by the concept of trusteeship? Trusteeship means that the wealthy people will be the trustees of the trust that look after the welfare of the people. Like a very basic example, if you'll notice in your surrounding, there are religious places like masjids which have trustees. Now who are these trustees? These trustees are respectable and wealthy people of your locality, and they are looking after the trust which works for the welfare of the masjid. So basically businessmen are trustees of the society. They are the Business is the only way where people earn money these days. Businessmen are the wealthy people of the society. Hence, they are considered to be the trustees of the society. The society can trust on them for their betterment. The society can trust on the trustees for their welfare. So, basically, the business organizations have to be the trustees of the NGOs, of the forms of the trust which are working for the welfare of the society. So in order to prove this concept of trusteeship, in order to enhance this concept of trusteeship, social responsibility is needed. Second point is changing expectations of the society. Yes, earlier society's expectation of business firms was only about providing goods and services, but these days, over the years, this has changed drastically. The concept of businessmen in the minds of the people have changed drastically. People used to earlier think that businessmen are only here to give us products, to sell us products, and we are going to buy products from the businessmen. But in case of but but in case of but in today's business scenario, there has been a change. Now people are more concerned about society. Now people think that if you are a businessman, if you are conducting business in our society, then you should contribute to our localities also. If you are using our natural resources, if you are using our basic resources like human resource, you are using our laborers, you are using our environment, then you should contribute to the society as well. Like for example, if you are setting up your business enterprise in our village, then you are going to use our labor, you are going to use our roads, you are going to use the natural resources available in our village. So it is your responsibility to improvise the standard of the village, because it is your business that has been getting benefit from our place, so we should also get benefit from you. That is what the concept has changed towards businessmen. Now people are more bound to set up even the businessmen have become very smart. They have become very responsible towards the society, which creates a goodwill of the business and also benefits both the people residing in the area and the businessmen. The businessmen can take advantages of the resources available, and the people can improve the standard of living. So it is basically a win-win situation for both the people. Okay, so the next point is reputation. Reputation is basically the goodwill of the business, the value of the business in the eyes of the people. What do people think about your business organization? How do they perceive the image of your business organization is what reputation is all about. So businessmen spend huge amount of resources in brand building and strengthening their image. And in today's scenario, a social responsible company enjoys a good reputation, a goodwill in the society. So if there is a goodwill of a organization, if there is a name of an organization in the society, people tend to buy their products. If they are ethical, if they are socially responsible, if they are setting up NGOs, if they are enhancing your localities, you tend to buy goods from them. So this results in increased sales, profitability, attraction of talent, and sustainable growth. Okay, so next point is optimum utilization of resources. Optimum utilization of resources focuses on efficiency, making the most of everything. Optimum use of resources and minimum wastages is what most of the business organizations are following these days. Modern businesses have huge amount of resources at their disposal. With such large resources, businesses are in better position to protect society's interest. Yes, business organizations are having a lot of resources, natural resources, financial resources, so they can use these resources for the betterment of the society, for protecting the position of the society and the interest of the people in the society, and wastage of resources should be avoided. Every organization focuses on efficiency, which is optimum use and minimum wastage. So here also, if you want to make optimum use of resources from the society, make minimum wastages and work for the society and act as a social responsible organization. Next point is growth of consumer movement. Development of education and mass media and increasing competition in the market have made the consumers conscious of their rights and powers in determining market forces. Yes, so business enterprises have to follow consumer oriented policies. Earlier, businessmen or business organization were perceived as organizations or enterprises which are formed only for producing a particular product and selling a particular product. Consumers were not aware consumers were not aware about their rights, about their responsibilities, but due to Consumer Protection Act and consumer movements in the country, people are now aware that they have certain rights, that they cannot be exploited. Then they have certain responsibilities. All these things has happened because of increase in the education or consumer education, and due to more coverage of mass media and internet. Because of everything is available on internet and mass media and easily accessible by people all over the country, people have now become aware that this is a business organization and what are the rights and responsibilities of the business organization, and hence they know that it is the social responsibility of every business organization, corporate social responsibility, to work for the betterment of the society wherein they are conducting their business. So now business organizations cannot fool people or cannot say that we are not responsible for this, because they are responsible for social corporate social responsibility is a key factor in every business organization. The consumers are actually forcing them or actually influencing them to work for the society, and they have to fulfill the expectations of the consumer, because it is one of the most important interest group that affects the working of the business. Next is government control. From the point of view of business, government regulations are undesirable because they limit freedom. Government have enacted various laws. This has put moral as well as legal pressure on business enterprises. Yeah, that's true. Government control has enhanced, government control has improved. Every activity of a business organization is under the surveillance of the government, and it has to be following all the government regulations, like even the basic setting up of a business organization requires government approval. So if the government is stopping you from setting up a business in certain areas. You cannot set up the business. Or if the government is making certain laws that if you want to use these natural resources, you have to in exchange have to contribute to this part of the society. So all these things have to be followed, because a business organization cannot go against the regulations of the government of the country in which they are working, because they have to follow the rules and regulations that has been laid down by the government. If they do not follow the rules and regulations laid down by the government, then the business organization have to shut down their organizations and move ahead. So now, because of the strict government control and because of the enactment of various laws that relates to social responsibilities, business ethics, and other such things, this has put moral as well as legal pressure on the business enterprises to work towards their corporate social responsibility. Okay, next is long term self interest. A firm and its image stands to gain maximum profits in the long run when it has its highest goal as service to society. When increasing number of members of society, including workers, consumers, shareholders, and government officials, feel that business enterprises is not serving their interest, they will tend to withdraw their cooperation to the enterprise concerned. So in their own self interest, a firm fulfill its social responsibility. Okay, self interest is the interest of the organization itself. A firm, like we have studied, that the reputation of an organization is improved when an organization is working towards the society, when it is fulfilling all its social responsibilities. So, and we have also studied that because of the increase of the good improvement in the goodwill or increase in the reputation of the organization, there has been increase in the sales and profitability of the organization. So basically, the business organizations are conducting social responsibilities or are conducting welfare of the are actually working for the welfare of the society. For what? For their own self interest, for their long term self. Like they have a lot of resources, they have a lot of financial resources, and they are okay with contributing some of its resources towards the society, because what are they getting in turn? They are getting goodwill, they are getting reputation, they are getting increased sales, they are getting profitability, and they are getting a good word of mouth from the people, which in turns lead to long term benefits to the organization. So social responsibility is again a long term self is again done by the business organization for their own benefits, for their own long term self interest. Complexities of social problems. Some of the social problems have been created by business firms themselves, such as pollution, unsafe workplaces, discrimination, etc. It is the moral obligation of business to solve such social problems, because the factories, the business organizations are set up, the factories emit pollution, air pollution, water pollution, wastage, disposal. All these are the social problems that has been created by these business organizations. So now again, it is their responsibility to solve these social problems. That is why we notice that big business enterprises work for cleanliness of river Ganga, or for funds of various disposable places and everything. Like, you are creating social problems, so you need to solve these social problems also. The last 2 points of need of social responsibility is globalization and role of media. Role of media we have already studied earlier, that because of increasing mass media, because of increasing coverage, because of easy accessible internet, media plays an important role in public life. Due to internet, it is easier to reach a common man. Media is very vibrant and active. It can influence masses in society. Media can raise voice against business malpractices and exploitation of consumers. Business should not ignore social values. Like everything that happens in the society, in the business organizations, it comes in news. It comes on internet. Like we will every now and then we'll be studying that this business organization has set up one environment friendly product, or we'll notice that this business organization is responsible for polluting this river. So if whatever good you do, whatever bad you do, whatever social problems you create, whatever social welfare you do, everything comes under media. So the business organization have to always be good in media, because people get influenced by media, and then they tend to choose their products according to the image that has been set up in their mind by the media. So if the media creates a positive image of your business organization, that this organization is very ethical, they are working for the betterment of the society, they are cleaning rivers, they are planting trees, they are giving fair remuneration to their employees, people will feel that you are an ethical organization, buy your products. But if it is doing vice versa, people will go away from you. That is why role of media plays an important role in social responsibilities. What is globalization? According to globalization, the entire world is considered as one global market, where there is no barriers between no geographical barriers of the countries. The entire globe is the marketplace. It provides more opportunities and more challenges to the business. With opportunities comes challenges. International trade barriers have been reduced, and there has been increase in movement of goods and services over the countries, and we will notice that the countries which have adopted good practices are influencing the world. If they are doing if they are making environment friendly products, everybody tends to make environment friendly product. If they are making efficient product, we are tend to follow the practices done by the countries which are adopting good practices and which are socially responsible and which are considering their corporate social responsibilities well. So these were the basic needs why a social responsibility has to be considered by any business organization. That is role of media, reputation, self-interest, globalization, social problems, etc. Okay, so and the this was the gist of what social responsibility is and what does it what are the needs. Basically from this chapter we are going to focus more on the social responsibilities towards different interest groups, such as investors, government, customers, owners, employees, environment. All these six interest groups are contributing towards the working of an organization. Investors are investing money in your business. Government is letting you work in their country, and they are formulating rules and regulations. Customers are buying your products. Owners are basically the responsible person who is setting up the business. Employees are working in your organization, and environment is where you who conduct your business. So all these are the interest groups. These are directly affected by your business activities. So what are the responsibilities of any business organization towards these interest groups? That we are going to study in detail in the next lectures. Okay, thank you.